I know what you're talking about. I love those dry salami.
Right?
Like, I
Right?
love that kind of
Charcuterie.
a lot of waste. Welcome to Muse on the Mic, season 4 finale. I'm Riley.
And I'm Emily. Thanks everybody for joining us on this festive and holiday episode. What a fun week to be wrapping up
Mhm.
season 4. Everything's pure happy vibes, jolly jolly, and the more the merrier. And I think that is totally the vibe of YouTube and its growth on our channel right now. The more the merrier. Welcome to all of our new subscribers. We've been
Mhm.
enjoying a wonderful little burst during this festive season. Who knew that the cold weather would bring the boys? Hi, guys. We got an awesome one today, Riley. What are we diving into with all of this spirit?
Well, tis the season. It is Christmas. We're here for it. It's Christmas in the massage parlor and just spreading joy with all of you guys here on YouTube.
Right? What the hell is Christmas at a massage parlor? I think that's the underlying question because what's the difference? What's that about, Riley?
Well, it's a happy time of year. Listen, there's lots of spending, there's lots of joy, there's lots of gift giving, there's lots of loneliness. There's a lot of different factors that goes into the holiday season, and we've got like a list of things to touch on here with you guys.
Totally. I think it's so cool. And you know what? Let's start off with what the clients ask the most. And for our
Mm,
regulars at the spa, they want to know what to get their favorite girl for the holidays because boys are so generous, right?
yeah.
They turn into little Santas everywhere. God love y'all. So sexy. I love a giver. But I know that they really want to put thought into it and,
Mhm.
do something that would be special for her because they've probably made him feel super special all year long.
Mhm.
What
Mhm.
better way to get on both a naughty and a nice list? I can't even think of a better thing than being like, I've been nice to your penis. I've been naughty with you. Hi, Santa.
Well, and you know
So
what?
good.
It's happening. Obviously, we are in December when we're recording this. That I was at the spa yesterday, and I think the manager assumed the gentleman that was walking in was like an Uber Eats delivery because he came in with a bag of food,
Yeah.
and immediately he was like, "No, I have an appointment with so and so," and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were a delivery because you had a gift," and he's like. It's Christmas. Like it is the season of giving. And whether it is a meal for her or like a generic Starbucks card is always like welcomed and appreciated. But listen, if you're getting to know your muse, you're knowing little things about her, whether that's a lingerie store she really loves or a adult toy company she loves purchasing things from, or it could be completely outside the box of sex and be like chapters gift cards. Like you're getting
Right.
to know her and things she's interested in. And I think it's such a like a sweet personal touch to see her before the holidays and give something a little special.
For sure. Who doesn't love treats and trinkets and little things that someone
Mhm.
said, I thought of you?
Yeah.
And you know what? If you need a cheat sheet, boys, don't be shy. Send us a DM. We could find out. We might already
Mhm.
know, but she's like, we got gamers. We got girls that are into like sports. We got all kinds of different things, anime
Mhm.
and nerdy girls and popular girls, party girls, all the kinds. So
Yeah.
that said, I think there are some, listen, they also like to gift the managers.
Mhm.
Starbucks card will be your best friend because listen, it's like when you give, flight attendants all Starbucks cards, you're going to get in. You're in,
Mhm.
you're in. You're on the favorite list immediately. I
Yeah.
think things like Amazon cards are super easy. Uber Eats that can go for rides or food. Things like that, a Visa gift card, a Walmart gift card, those kind of things are super easy if you just
Mhm.
want to make someone's life easier, which come on, sugar daddy, right? Because make my life less expensive. That's all I want. As the prices of everything go up, yeah, be my Amazon daddy. And that, yeah,
Mhm.
hi, Merry Christmas.
Well,
That would work
listen,
for
I,
me.
I've got a little bone to pick, okay?
Oh,
A
go
little
for
bone. Because as much as our girls get spoiled, listen, gentlemen, Emily and
it.
I like gifts too. Okay?
Facts.
I'm just putting it out there. There is not nearly enough packages, bouquets of flowers, or gifts mailed to us as there should be. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we like alcohol. Listen, LCBO gift cards. It's the time of
Yeah.
year. You know what? I always think back to some of my favorite moments when I was an attendant,
Hmm.
because Christmas, I try to make a big deal of. My family always made a big, huge deal of Christmas. And my boss that I worked for was a big grumpus all the time. He was like Scrooge and was like,
Hmm.
there will be no holiday cheer. And I'd be like, candy canes. And he'd be like, fine, but only in your room. And I'm like, no, okay. That's the problem. And this is why we're so cheesy festive at Muse and why the very
Hmm.
first year we had to have a tree. Because, come on, now I finally get to have a fucking tree. Like,
Hmm.
people at work get a tree, and my stupid Scrooge of a boss, hi, I know he watches sometimes, was like,
Absolutely.
no, we're not decorating. No, we will not be doing Kris Kringle. No, we will not. And I was always like, but why? Can't it be fun? And he would shit on every idea. And he'd be like, Emily, you're too much. So now Emily could be too much in her own fucking place. But I remember there was one girl that I worked with who was in probably one of the worst survival sex work modes that I had met at that point in my career. I've clearly met
Hmm.
others since. She had 4 kids plus 2 that were dumped on her after her sibling had passed away. She was a single mom. She was trying to be a student. She'd just been fired from a retail job. And she was like 3 days from being evicted. And it was just horrible. She was crying the whole time. Like it was just, she had a lot on her plate, this poor girl, and was trying to just make it work for everybody. And she started about 3 weeks before Christmas. And the generosity that came her way was fantastic. We
Hmm.
all got her gift cards as girls. But there was this mystery client. It was nobody that anybody knew. We had never seen him at the place before. We don't know how he found her or what, because there was no social media. She wasn't tweeting about her life or anything like that. She was just a person in a parlor in the middle of Etobicoke.
Hmm.
And this guy came in and gave her $1,000 at Costco, $1,000 at
Wow.
Walmart, $1,000 at Home Depot, and $1,000 at IKEA. And this woman
Wild.
almost fainted. It was like we were all crying. I feel choked up just saying it. It was the most incredible thing that I'd ever seen of generosity happening in real life. She not only was able to furnish a house and figure out all the things she could use her massage money to put a down payment on a place,
Hmm.
like everything. We had other girls that were business owners. They gave her reference letters. Like we all kind of community together after that moment. And you knew you were a part of something big. She was able to make their Christmas special. Those 2 kids that had just lost their mom, like there was just so much weight on this poor girl's plate. And this man was an absolute savior that swooped in. I will
Wow.
never forget it. So as much as it may not sound sexy to be like, here's a Walmart card,
Hmm.
saving someone the cost of groceries nowadays is huge. I
Hmm.
don't care what job you have or what your income is. Like the price of beef is stupid. So to do something that makes someone's life easier, you are
Hmm.
a literal hero. So
Yeah.
as much as I'm all for it, listen, fancy lingerie will be wicked for her shifts, for her next photo shoot. It does take a pressure off of expenses. It does look gorgeous. She's going to look amazing. She will smile and be thrilled, right? But there's something to be said for like when your rent is paid and you're just like, oh my God,
Stress free.
it changes the whole trajectory, even if it's just a one off. Like that I'll never forget that man. I don't even know his name, but like he just left the most lasting impression that I've like ever
That's
come across.
beautiful.
It was
That's really
gorgeous.
cute.
So be helpful
Hmm.
if not romantic, you know?
Hmm.
And I always made a point of getting my clients something too. My best regulars always got something. That was hard to do. A, what do you get men that they can take with them? Because
Hmm.
privacy. Expense times however many clients you're giving it to. Um, and there were times where I baked everybody cookies, which I still do it for the spa every once in a while. I've slacked on that the past few
You
years.
better do that this year.
I should make some cookies, shouldn't I? Okay.
Mm.
I'll do it. Stop by for cookies, boys. But like, I really tried. There was one time I got everyone cologne. Remember, there'd be those like side of the road, like clearance things for like perfumes and colognes and like cosmetics and stuff. I
Okay.
would do a bunch of those. I remember it was when there's one year where Shoppers Optimum Points first came out, which is a points reward system here in Canada. And their system was so good that I racked up so many points that I was able to knock out all my client gifts off 2 Optimum cards that were at like the max. And I was cheeky with it. Let me share my secrets. I gave the gifts early because then you still had 2 weeks to get me stuff
Ooh,
too.
smart business mind you
It was
have.
perfect. I was very calculated, but it was super
Mhm,
fun. And I loved how the boys would react to it. I know our girls, many of our girls give their best clients gifts.
mhm,
And it causes the same surprise, the same like blush, the same reaction. Men are often forgot. It's like giving a man flowers. Like he'll probably
mhm.
be like, what? Because that's never happened. He's probably the last one thought about in the house. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I love it. I love Christmas. I love the gift giving. I think it's really like a sweet little layer that adds to
Mhm.
the humanity of the sex work. It's just beautiful.
I love it. It is really cute. And I
So
mean, that's
cute.
a great story. I never heard that one before. It was
Oh,
very heartwarming. But, and I mean,
it's
that's
wonderful.
extravagant. That's huge. And that was within his budget. And
For
thank God,
sure.
he did that for her. But guys,
Mhm.
that's not what any girl expects.
No, but
It could be
life
the
changing.
smallest thing. It could be an extra hug and saying happy holidays. Like it's just thoughtfulness.
For
Um,
sure.
and spending like such a wonderful time of the year with your muse is fun.
Of course, of course. Listen, we got a fun promo right now too. So you get to spin a wheel
Hmm.
for fun
Yeah.
discounts. Everybody at front desk is cheery, and we decorate too. So there's like some Christmas spirit. There's jingle bells on the doors. Like we like to change the scene, and it is literally, hi old boss. It's because of you that
Oh,
I like make a point of it. Like it
it's
has to be
definitely an
decorated.
Emily thing. We could, if the spa was just run by Riley, there would be no decorations. There'd probably not even be a monthly promo. Like she is literally the creative juices behind everything. I'd just be like, whatever, business is business. Let's keep
Ah,
going.
you kill me. You kill me. You and my old boss would have been besties. I know it. But it's just fun. It's just fun. I
Hmm.
never worked at a place that didn't have that. I mean, prior to working in the adult industry, I worked like corporate jobs. I worked like up the corporate ladder through companies that own gyms and like spas and salons and stuff. And like the gym always has a tree at the front, and like the
Hmm.
trainers walk around with a stupid hat on. Everyone's like, like it's
Yeah.
cheesy, but it's cute, and
Yeah.
it just adds a little layer of fun. Who doesn't like a stupid candy cane that halfway through tastes like shit? An
Hmm.
advent calendar with their garbage chocolate, like it's iconic. I'm here for it.
Hmm.
It's
So
cute.
fun. And I think it's such a busy time of year at the spa. And I mean, it
Yeah.
is busy season, I think, like across the board. But why is it busy season? And I think there's a few kind of layers to that. I think
Hmm.
it's the perfect escape for gentlemen that, it's very easy to be like, honey, I got to go out for a few hours. Don't ask me questions.
Right.
Like it is, I feel naughty even just saying that.
Sneaky,
Sorry,
sneaky.
lady. Sorry. But also the loneliness factor, right? It is a hard time of year for many. There is a lot of single gents out there that are looking for some companionship. So overall, both of those kind of factors add towards busy season, but it is really like both sides that we have to consider.
Absolutely. There's definitely a buzz. There's a rush to the
Mhm.
season. Um, I feel like the visits change and shift a little bit. People are in a hurry. It's
Mhm.
freezing.
Mhm.
There's a lot of the managers are continuously battling salt in the hallways. Like it's just there's a lot of fiasco and chaos in the mix of it all. But the loneliness factor is such a big part of it.
Mhm.
And listen, we try to be open as many hours as we can staff during the holidays. If we had five girls who
Sure.
want to open on Christmas Day, would be open on Christmas Day. I'll tell you that. And there have been a
Mhm.
few years where it's definitely
Yeah.
been some people are equally alone or lonely or something, and have been like, "Can I just work?" And we're like, "Sure." Like
Mhm.
that's wicked. I worked many a Thanksgiving in my career, and it was some of the busiest days I ever had for the same reasons. Not everyone has family. I personally can relate to that. I struggle through the holidays. I'm estranged from my whole family, and it's tough. There's
Mhm.
memories and reminders everywhere. You can't turn on the television without hearing the jingle bells and the fucking commercials, and then you'd be like, forget the TV, I'm gonna hop on social media, and then the commercials. Like it's just the goddamn
Everywhere.
commercials. They haunt me. It drives me crazy. I can't watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. I would be so depressed and in a pile of it. So I completely get it. I am trying to choke my tears at the moment. It's really hard, and I really can relate to that. I love that those gentlemen have the option to come in And if
Hmm.
I could make it happen that would be open on Christmas Day every year, I would, for that like heartstring like reason. Um, Not that I'd want to have that many girls that don't have family either, but like I get it. And it can be a really nice match of two people that both need that company that day. And it can
Hmm.
almost make like an unforced, but like more automatic connection
Yeah.
because y'all are on the same playing field. Even if
Yeah.
someone's like, listen, I have lots of family, I just fucking hate it. And I'd rather make money during the day and then deal with them at night. Like, cool.
Hmm.
I get that too. I
Yeah.
also understand the honey, I need to go out for a minute because the in-laws have been here for 3 motherfucking
Mhm.
days and it's not even Christmas Eve yet. Like, I get
Well, and there's a
it.
lot more opportunity, I think, too, whether it's, your work lets you go earlier, you get to go home after
Yep.
the staff lunch. And I think even with our new session, our 20-minute session, it really caters to not only just the rushing gentleman that's rushing from here to there, but also to be budget friendly,
Yes.
especially with our economy. And this time of year, I think it's just like a super cool session to squeeze in and make sure you're happy before you go back home or back to work or wherever you're
Ugh,
going.
100%, 100%. And you know what? I also noticed that shift a little bit. There's always
Hmm.
going to be the dudes that are like anything less than 90 minutes is silly to me.
Hmm.
And then there's always, half-hour dudes that'll never do more than that. But in general, I find people do more sessions and shorter sessions the closer it gets to Christmas. People are in a
Right.
hurry. If they're like,
Hmm.
I'm supposed to be at Yorkdale Mall, which is probably, 10 minutes from our parlor, and I had to scootle out quickly, or on my way to yada yada next errand, then we've got this party, then we go into this, family shindig, then the office party on Friday. Like you're busy, your calendar is full. That
Hmm.
30-20 minutes, they're ideal for this time of year. Get some
Yeah.
sanity, like pick a quieter attendant. Don't see Emily because she's still chatty. But like if your house is like nay 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 all day, you're like, just get me out of here. I get
Yeah.
it. This reminds me of my ex fiance's dad. He would escape the house anytime there was too many women in it, and it was a very loud European house. And I'd always relate, and I'd scootle outside with him and go join him in like the garage or something because I'm like,
Yeah.
it's loud in there. It's a lot. It's a lot
It's
of
hot.
birds just chirping, and I gotta go.
Hmm.
I totally get it. My penis brain is like, get me the fuck out of this. I wouldn't
Hmm.
enjoy in-laws either. I totally get it. It's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rush and the buzz and like sometimes the 90-minute guy is like, guys, I only got 30 minutes. Go, go, go. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay. And you scootle into the room or Fast and Furious clothes come off. Fuck the massage. Who has time for that? And like you just
Yeah.
get into it. Even if you still have a bit of time at the end, sometimes dudes are like, you know what? I have 200 errands to run anyway. Let's just call it
Hmm.
even there. And they just
Yeah.
shop in the shower and mosey on. People are busy. People are
Yeah.
super, super busy. So I just love that it's an option and we're right off the
Hmm.
highway. It's super close to get to you. Like it's perfect. Oops,
Okay.
sneaky, sneaky. You know who else comes in a lot more during the holidays? Couples,
Oh, for sure. For
because they
sure. They
want to
want to treat
celebrate.
themselves. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
feeling festive and wanting to try something new, or maybe it's a gift. But I mean, our couples business increases every year, I think. But
Yep.
I think those occasions, any occasion, whether it's
Mhm.
Valentine's Day or one of their birthdays, and Christmas is definitely one of those occasions.
For sure. The gift cards, the pre-purchase sessions for the dates coming in
Hmm.
January, all those kind of vibes. I think people are also more accustomed, especially here in Toronto. We have a pretty don't drink and drive culture. And so what a better time than if you're already going out for dinner and drinks, just take an Uber, hop over to the parlor, have your little
Hmm.
fun after you had the Christmas holiday party for the fucking office, where
Hmm.
most people get schnockered because they can't stand half their coworkers. But you and the wife are now liquored on up. Head on over to Muse because you got a little courage now.
Yeah.
Nobody's driving anyway. Just boogie on over and then boogie on home after that. It's the perfect time to like slip in on a regular weekday or to spice
Hmm.
up your date night on the weekend. Like, or again, be like, sorry, we can't make it to the fourth, family Christmas because we have an appointment. It's a very important appointment. Like, we have
Hmm.
to. Sorry, guys, we can't miss this one. We've had it booked for months.
So
Just
good.
go. Kick off the new year, ring a ding ding. I think it's
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. And I'm envious of all those couples because what a
Hmm.
life.
I know you are.
What a way to play, right? Like, shit, it could be stuffy and boring, or it could be that.
Hmm.
Yeah, that would get me to go to your stupid office party in no time. In no time. And listen, office parties are great. They're great for team building. Some of them do great charity stuff. I have to like shout out some of our past promos where we've attempted to
Hmm.
do some really good charity stuff. And I say attempted
Tempted.
because let me guess. Come on, regular listeners, say it with me. Fuckery!
The coalition.
You want to go deeper? You want to go all the way? Let's go deep throat.
Santa baby, Merry Christmas. Good night, everyone, and welcome back to a holiday edition of Deep Throat with your favorite sexologist and happy little elf, Emily Muse here. I'm excited to talk to you about a very specific genre of kink, roleplay, maybe just a fantasy. Santa. Whether it's Kris Kringle, jolly old Saint Nick, or Santa Claus himself, this is actually one that the ladies seem to love. So tonight, we are going to dive into why, where the heck this comes from, and how many daddy issues are piled in. A lot. So while you're scurrying around trying to figure out your last minute gift ideas, Riley and I love them presents. Make sure that you take a moment to sit and think about, should I get a Santa outfit this year? Should I rent a costume? Should I find one on Amazon? Yes, because Santa Claus is a sex icon. So there is a little bit of competition between ladies that also love the Grinch. We love a bad boy. But Santa fetish actually has its own name, Santaphilia. Who knew? So I brought with me an article I found on Metro in UK, and the sexologist that they speak to has the best definition that I've found yet. Allow me to read it. So her name is Charlotte. Charlotte says a Santa fetish, aka Santaphilia, is a want or desire to feel and be sexually attracted to the idea of Santa and his male traits. Think about it. Santa is a provider, a giver, a business owner, a leader, loves surprises. He's a little romantic. He shows up at night with good things. I mean, all the pieces actually make sense if you think about it. We also love a dad bod. That bowl full of jelly. There's something about Santa that's larger than life. And when he enters a room, everybody notices. And that's the kind of man that a lot of ladies can be captivated by. So if you're getting that costume, boys, channel your inner confidence. I've got a great clip to show you one of my favorite ways to show that Santa is a thing. Take a look.
You called everyone and said you were having trouble finding a Santa costume, so I borrowed one from a guy at work.
Thank you, but you gotta leave.
Why?
Because I'm finally getting him excited about Hanukkah, and you're wrecking it.
But I didn't get to shake my belly like a bowl full of jelly.
I'm sorry, Chandler, but this is really important to me.
Okay, fine. I'll give the suit back.
Hey, you think you can keep it another night?
Santa? Really?
Yeah, is that okay?
Did your dad ever dress up like Santa?
No.
Then it's okay!
And it's okay. One of the best moments. I love that scene. It's so wholesome and sweet with a little bit of naughty. Right up my alley. So everything about this fetish stems from him being a father figure, Father Christmas. And if you have daddy issues, this is the dad that you want paying attention to you. Again, his generosity is kind of unmatched. And then he just slips in at night through your chimney. Ooh, it sounds so naughty. And there's many a Christmas carol to prove it.
You like that? You want more? Subscribe to the Patreon and I'll take you deep throat.
We can't even be nice without fuckery and the coalition coming in. There was
Yeah.
one year in particular, I think I still have the poster to show everybody, where we wanted to do a huge like match for match charity donation to I Am a Girl, which is a women's charity out of Africa that supports schools, education, and menstrual products for ladies, for young girls and women everywhere in across the continent. And we thought it was such an amazing like tie-in, hand in hand. We downloaded their little press package. We got the whole like register your business thing, tax information, all the works.
Mm-hmm.
And then the coalition called them about 3,000 times to complain about these dirty, slutty whores trying to give their blood money. Next thing you know, they didn't want to work with us anymore. And we were quite devastated. However, that money ended up going to a local charity here. Hi, Maggie's. And we were able to support some sex workers and women escaping abusive relationships, which ended up great, but it wasn't what we wanted to do. And how the fuck someone can complain about that is beyond me, because it wasn't just that we were matching. Clients were donating. It was a wonderful thing. We gave them a little bit extra time or a bonus something for their donation. We matched their donation as a company. It was supposed to be so wonderful. A good parlor would have called up and said, hey, can we join in too? We'd love to all donate to this. Let's make it a Toronto thing. No, these people can't think outside their own stupid little noses. Yes, I said it. Anyways, it pisses me off. And yet other years we've decided, let's just go simple. Let's do a food drive. And Riley's face goes, fuck off.
Why? Because I have to lug it all around, mostly.
Anytime I bring it up,
it's been a while since we've done a food drive, but we have had, I can't think of how many, but I know there was one in particular that was very successful. Maybe it was one of our first that I was like, now how in the fuck am I getting all these canned beans and soups everywhere?
It was so good. The boys loved it. It adds just extra feel good, right? Like people love to do something good. There's a reason why it's the giving of the season, you know? And I think there's been times where just as staff, I think one of our managers has headed this one up where we like sponsored a family and we all kind of donated a toy or a piece of clothing. One thing that we should do one year is maybe like a mitten tree or something cute. We used to do that in school when I was a kid, and it goes, you know, to homeless people, to kids, to all kinds of good things like that. It's everywhere. And you know what? I love that we push the envelope to be like, why can't we join Chum City Christmas Wish? Why can't we be shout out on CP24 like our local news station because we donated to? If TD Bank and McDonald's can, why can't MUSE Inc? Like I
agree.
Fuck off. Fuck off, coalition. Shit on you, right? Karma will come when karma's ready, but yeah, you know what? I like too that we've always chosen a bit of like a woman as our family angle, because I think the rest of our everyday is to support the boys. So the fact that we can make those little moments special, especially if it is sex work related, it obviously makes it extra special in our hearts. And we know how much those women need what they need at that time, let alone year round. So there's always that. Thinking of these damn promos is always a challenge. I'll say that. We've done some cool ones. We've done some holiday packages that were special, like collections for a different price. We've done some cool stuff for the holidays for sure, every single time. Drawing like prizes out of a bag. We just always try to give you guys some stuff, give away some door fees, meaning more fun for y'all. And like Riley said, it doesn't break the bank because banks are breaking, especially right now. You know what? We opened in the last financial crisis in 2009. So here we are again. I think I don't want to say it's comfortable for us because it's uncomfortable for the whole planet, but it's not unfamiliar. And we kind of know already through experience how the trends go, how the recoveries kind of go and all that stuff. So I think of it as opportunity. People are more lonely since the pandemic. People are in a hurry more than ever. Yeah. That 20-minute option is fantastic. Everyone's feeling festive, like full of good joy, good spirits, good orgasms. It's a win. It's a straight up win. And then add in all the cute outfits.
Listen, girls should be in, you know, a red bra and this hat or your hat. Like it is really cute to dress up for the season. And I think it's so sexy.
listen, look at you right now. Are you kidding me? Come be my Santa helper. Like, I'll put on a beard. You can ride my face. It'll be great.
You remember
Be
we're
great
on
for both of
YouTube.
us. It'd be so
Emily thinks
fun.
we're on Patreon sometimes.
Listen, maybe that goes in tier 2. I don't know. What do I know? The world is full of possibilities. Either which way. I mean, yeah, coming in that like final like 2 weeks, week before Christmas, the girls tend to do the outfits. They tend to all be in red. It's very like festive cheer. Even front desk gets a little like holly jolly sometimes too. So yeah, you just listen, all the goodness, all the things we just listed, plus the outfits. I mean, what else? Like, drop the mic. There's nothing else to say.
Well, there
So,
is
so
there
good.
is something else to say because I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but either way,
Oh.
there is a deep throat that Emily's done about Santas, and I'm hoping it's previewing in this episode. But if not, catch it another time. But I know you have some Santa elf stories you want to share with us.
Oh, right. I definitely do. My goodness. Okay. So I always have stories of my old clients. I have two, I have two Christmas ones. One is fun and one is like kind of not overly traumatic, but it's on the trauma side of things. Let's start with that shitty one first. There was a client, I think I'd mentioned him once in our early season, like season 1. He was a very large, bellowing kind of fellow. He had a big booming, roaring voice, even when he used his indoor voice. His stature was huge. He was probably 6'4". He was probably almost 300 pounds. He was a big man, just like a Mack truck that walked in the door. And he also had a temper, and it was very scary. And yet back then, listen, times were different. Licensing was different. The legalities were different. Everything was different. And you, at the place I worked, you didn't have an option to not see a client. So even if the client was notoriously an asshole, you still had to see the guy. And this guy scared the bejesus out of everybody because he would come with these like demands and like lists, and it would always come with a script. He liked to role play, but he liked to role play to the point it had to be scripted. But if you referred to the script or it sounded scripted, he would explode in anger at you and like scream and rip the paper up and free like, and he'd give you 5 minutes to memorize your script. And so your nerves would be shot, like literally just shot. And there was one time he spent the whole month of December doing this Christmas thing with everyone. And he was Santa Claus. And the script was that you were, I don't actually, now that I'm saying this, I don't know how old we were supposed to be. But we were supposed to go sit on Santa's lap. Oh, about the trauma. We were supposed to sit on Santa's lap and tell him what we wanted for Christmas. But all of our gifts had to be things that like our mother and our father, whoever brought us to Santa, couldn't hear, meaning dirty things. And like, oh God, this, yeah, now I'm thinking about the age factor. I'm like, this role play, I didn't know what I was getting into. Anyways, I fucked up my script. And when he stood up to yell, he tossed me off his lap. I bonked my head on the massage table. I started bleeding out of my head, and he yelled at me for ruining his experience.
You are, thank God. Like, I don't understand who this submissive Emily is, but I would have been like, excuse me, fucking sir. Like, absolutely not. He is lucky that he got away with that.
You know what? I was a deer in headlights at my very first parlor. I worked for the same boss for 6 years, but he had a few locations. That first one was in the depths of Scarborough. I've talked about it so many times. It was an apartment. It was unlicensed above a very shady karaoke bar. So you can imagine how shady that was. So we had a lot of really aggressive, really terrible clients, to be honest. But then my boss opened a place in the West End in Etobicoke, and I flourished over there. I became confident. I learned how to be dominant. I learned how to take control of my sessions. I learned what boundaries are and how to use my words. And like, I literally became like a woman at that parlor. And then my boss wanted me to go back to Scarborough again once a week. And even after having like 5 years of being a fully booked top attendant, I was trembling in my boots to go back to Scarborough because the experiences were horrible. One day we will tell those. That will definitely be tier 2 because they're very personal stories to me, and pretty revealing too. But like, some really bad shit happened at Studio B. It's just a fact. It was really, really scary. And this guy Big Balls something or other that I won't say, was his nickname. He was a raging, scary man. And yeah, I was in tears, not only because of my bleeding head, because of his rage. He scared the bejesus out of me. I was trembling. I was like, I felt like, I remember crying so much, being like, I can't believe I fucked it up. I knew that was coming, which is such an abusive, like, victim thing to say. Like, I knew that he was going to traumatize me. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. Wow. Yeah. And once I returned to Scarborough, I refused to see those dudes. I was like, I know you and never again. I don't care if you pay me 17 times what it costs. You just absolutely not. Yeah, I'm glad I've never seen that man since, to be honest. However, I do have a fun one. So, like, I'm kind of a little freaked out by posting on Sam.
I'm like, that's kind of a downer way to end this episode.
Well, listen, sex work has downers and sex work has weirdos and sex work is messy sometimes. And that was a day, I'll tell you. And I still had to, like, put on my happy face and go see my next client. Like, there was no empathy for the worker in those times. That has nothing to do with my boss. It was just the era and the way the industry ran. Okay, but the good one, I know I've told this story before, but the guy with the banana, he upgraded at Christmas. Yes. He upgraded at Christmas, and he brought in what he called his Christmas salami, and it was like a big ass salami, like a real, but it was like high end. Like, this man sought out at one of the best Italian butchers in the city this like $600 something Capri something or other. I don't even remember what it was. It was way bigger than a banana. And he dressed up like an elf, and he had like the Jingle Bell shoes and everything, except because he was an exhibitionist, he cut a hole out for his bum and he cut a hole out for his dick and balls and put jingle bells like a cock ring around his junk. And so as he'd prance around the hallways, you'd just hear all this, and then he'd want you to shove this very expensive salami right up his ass. And he insisted that Christmas carols were on full blast because we had a little radio in the hallway. And he'd be like, put it on CHFI Christmas carols, like crank it on full volume. And that's what we did. And it was hysterical. It was so funny.
A wild world, Banana Jay.
His penis would just flop around and jingle everywhere he bounced around. This guy would not stay still. He like was super hyperactive. So he was literally bouncing through the hallways. He would never get himself into a room because he just wanted to like have all the girls giggling at him. And we were amazed that the salami fit in quite nicely because we'd only done bananas with him. And like a salami's like this.
I know what you're talking about. I love those dried salami.
Right? Right?
I love that.
Charcuterie.
What a waste.
Oh, and just the visual of like literally the cutout, like how like Christmas jammies have a flap on the bum, like just cut out like that and cut out so his cock and balls would show. And he was a ginger boy. So it was a scene. It was a whole scene. Elf hat, the little vest, the shoes.
Wow.
It was an absolute hoot. So there you go. Never a dull moment in a rub and tug. Never a dull moment anywhere where sex workers are. I'm telling you, people let their other sides out. That's for damn sure. Whether it's full of rage or full of salami, it's coming either way. And listen, we tried to make the best of it. I had some amazing, supportive, like coworkers at the time. They got me through the day. I'm fine. I just don't really talk about that stuff very often because who wants to trauma dump on a podcast? It's supposed to be cute. But it's real. Like, it really happened, and there really is shitty dudes. And Christmas brings out weirdness in people because of the pressure. All the reasons we just explained. Maybe he was more angry. I don't fucking know his life. Like, I don't know. He was definitely not one I cared to know why he was how he was. But, yeah, I'm glad I never see that guy. That's for sure. And I would love to see Banana go.
Come to MUSE. The other one cannot.
He'd have a blast. The girls would have a blast. Absolute blast with Banana Guy. Because he was so creative. Fun. Anyways, there you go. There's some holly jolly cheer for all of you to sink your teeth into. Emily's never end without stories. That's for damn sure. Oh, goodness. I'm sure our managers over the years have some great Christmas ones, too. Hilarious. If I see any good ones, I'll tweet it. Well, That's our list for Holly Jollies in the Rub and Tug. Who knew that Christmas time in a massage parlor could be so much fun and so fucking weird all at once? I think we do a great job making the best of it, though, and having the maximum amount of fun and cheer and like spirit that any place could ever. We'd win the gold medal.
I love it.
I love it too. You know what? I want to thank everyone here who is a subscriber here on YouTube. If you have not subscribed yet, hit that button. We hit our goal before the end of the year over here on the YouTube channel. We're so excited. We are officially monetized, which is a big deal for YouTube creators. We are watching all kinds of drama going on YouTube with their new like AI monitoring systems, and people are having all kinds of struggles there. So we are enjoying that we are still a small channel who's growing. And the growth, especially the past 2 months, has been spectacular. It's inspired us to already set out what's coming for the beginning of season 5, which starts when, Riley?
January 5th.
Yes. So we will be back with a new season. We'll take that nice little break after, this episode's on Monday. So Wednesday, Patreon for our last full episode of the season. And then, as Riley said, Sunday nights, Patreon. I have a little Santa special for you guys. Share the channel with your friends. Share the Patreon. Go subscribe over there if you have not subscribed yet. Follow us on all social media because we are around and buzzing even throughout the holiday season. Shoot us a DM if you're struggling with loneliness too. We'll definitely give you a little hi and a Merry Christmas. And I hope everyone has such a wonderful holiday. Riley, any final words?
No, happy holidays, everyone. And I'm excited to see you back here for season 5.
I can't believe season 5. That's freaking just gave me goosebumps. That's so cool. So excited. Well, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And we will see you very soon back here on Muse on the Mic. We love you.
Bye-bye.